Hello again. Welcome back to another daily Buying Advisor with Pettits. Excuse me, I was napping earlier. I was pretty tired. Okay. Yeah, I started to wake up eventually here. I didn't get much sleep last night, and here it is, pretty much late in the evening, and I'm still kind of tired. See it here is MS4ZEJYN. Ah, okay. So we got below average damage. Probably below average tiers, maybe? Oh, this is kind of terrible, isn't it? Alright, so our damage is better now. Above average. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of tired, like, right now. Fell asleep for a few hours. So tired. Did some lifting last night, and I'm actually kind of sore too, so there's that. I'll start waking up eventually here. It's gonna take a bit. One second here. Okay. I might just go to bed early tonight or something. So I don't have to... So I have to get up early in the morning. It's a very crappy part. Because I got things to do. Real crappy. A lot of crappy stuff. This run's not helping me at all, though. Oh, come on. Okay. No bombs. Cool. I guess. Oh, we got that, I guess. Yeah, I just yawning and tired. I want to do. No, I'll wait. Yeah, we could do this. Did they just lower the thing to where it's like really crappy? Also, I didn't even get like anything out of that. That was really bad. If I were a secret room, I could be in 2 different places. Or more. Here maybe. See, I told you. I told you it's there. A champion Ragman fight. All right. I need tears up. You'd be so kind. Here's the speed and shot speed. Is that what you're looking for? No. Okay. Speak clearly in the phone so we can help you. Please tell me what you need help with again. I need tears up. I still can't understand you. Can you say it again? Tears up. Let me put you into touch with someone that can help. Machines, you right? Trying to do a human's job. I was just reading something today about they're experimenting at Chipotle stores, one of these stores in Chipotle, of a robotic cook. It's like, yeah, because of the short staff issue, we're trying to build more robots in order to like replace people's jobs that we can't hire because we're having trouble hiring them. And so, solution: let's build some more robots, and especially a robot cook, which it sounds like a very big disaster for several reasons. First things first, people's got allergies. That robot's not gonna give a crap if there's like one speck of gluten on there. You know what I mean? Or, you know, they're using soy or whatever. I hate this room, by the way. What the fuck do I... Alright, maybe that. Okay. Oh... See, it's gotta be cross-contaminated issues, but... I go to a restaurant, there's like a robot cooking my food, it'd be like, no thanks. Like it makes up your order, like a burrito or something, it puts like nothing but like hot sauce in it. What is this? There's no meat. Well, the robot determined that, based on the analysis of your diet and everything, that you don't need any meat. You don't need anything. You just eat, like, a very extremely low-calorie diet because it thinks that, you need it, and that's it. That's to do with your weight. It has to do with what determines that you should have in your life instead of, you know, your actual human needs. It's like that, it reminds me of like this movie, what was that, AI or whatever? Will Smith. Determining, well, what's the best factor to, you know, help people out, you know, which one to save that's gonna be more of a priority than whatever. So he couldn't save his family and wanted to save him instead. Oh, will you look at that? Imagine having a robot determining what your diet should be. And then, like, you know, based on scientific research. A lot of it's actually butched. Oh, that's good. Around here, we're trying to take risks. Like, someday when robots actually become, like, more advanced enough and affordable to get, like, I'm still not gonna get one. There is one. There are some, and it's called Google Assistant and the other thing, why am I blanking on the name, damn it? Google Assistant and what was the other one? Oh, why am I blanking out on the name of it? Alexa? Yeah, I think it's Alexa. Amazon Alexis, whatever. Oh, I don't know. I could just take that away from him. They took this from you. Look at that. Dark Bomb already paid out here. So our tears and damage is not that great right now. But there's potential for the future. Oh, robot, like... No. A robot can be programmed, you know, based on the person or corporation's hands, right? But who makes it? In most cases, it's gonna be a corporation's hand because how overly complex and expensive it is. And then they install morals and everything else based on the company's principles instead of like any ethical and moral laws. Like there'd probably be some of that, but like, you know, if I fall asleep or something, then the Pepsi machine would be like playing some unaudible ads subliminally make me, or not make me, but subliminally go out and get a Pepsi for later. I guess we could get this. Oh, I need this. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? That's right. Probably could do better than this. This is still kind of low. Wowsies. All right. That's as low as we can get, so that's... Glad I found that. You know, especially since... Oh, I got this thing. This is interesting. See, I think we picked one of these, yeah. This. Oh, why did I pop that? I've already been in the moon. Not to mention, it gets these updates, right? It's like, oh yeah, well, updates, there's nothing wrong with updates, right? Yeah, until it's like, oh yeah, we put this in there so we can spy on you some more. Or, hey, we upgraded this, so that way we can personalize your experience, which, what we mean by that, we added services to where you have to pay for it now. Or something. Hey, would you like to upgrade your robot so it can carry your orders out? Yeah, we have a new exciting subscription service. And they kind of read the terms and services like really fast. Or well, not the terms and services, but like the very basic stuff. You know, you see like an automobile commercials sometimes, where it's like going really fast and it's like a very low tone. It's like, and it's just like basically some stuff they have to like disclose to you. It's like, oh, by the way, here's the terms and services. They're not that important, but it is important if you want to be in the know about the fine print and what's happening within our terms and services if you get in a vehicle. We kind of flash this, you know, fun stuff about 0 APR for a year. So that way you'd be more convinced to buy a vehicle that you're gonna be paying an arm and leg for decades. We do it for your favor though, and for your safety, even though it's regulated. That we'll forcibly have to do it. Same with drug ads. But That's what I think would happen with robots when they get advanced enough. It's like they have to do something like that. It probably have a laundry list of like side effects and whatever else for a person to deal with. It's like, oh yeah. By the way, here's all these liabilities you agreed to accept to have a robot in your hands. We're not responsible for you getting murdered by the thing. They have certain products that do that. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Shot speed up.
You might argue, well, there's robots in the auto industry and stuff like that. It's being used to manufacture cars at a faster rate. True. I'm not saying all innovation of robots are evil. I'm saying, like, the way they're kind of approaching it now with putting the restaurants and everything, that's just... And they especially, like, talking about, like, put them in, like, nursing homes and everything else to keep old people company. Like, I don't know about that. Sure, a person can infect an older person doing that, but then they can still spread the germs. They can't wash themselves. They can't be, precautionary. They're just going to be like moving around. That's all they can do. They can't clean themselves or anything. It's like caring for an infant. You know what I mean? You have to do all the work to keep them clean and whatever else, and teach them everything. The robot's not going to care. The robot's a cold being. Besides, what would a robot care? Why would a robot care about you? It doesn't. It's programmed to care, to some degree. Or might be a false sense of security that they care, but they don't. Oh wow, look at this. What a difficult choice. Well, I feel so great now knowing that, like, I got a cold, heartless machine that is programmed to care and listen to me and everything else. Where it has absolutely no compassion in life but what it's been programmed inside of it by a corporation. And I'm not, like, knocking on corporations or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's gonna be made by one more likely, kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? But it's we have other robots too, you know, like ticket dispensary machines, you know, ATMs. Those are technically robots. Nothing wrong with those. Because they provide a service for out-of-bank hours, right? That's true. Like, there's been a number of times where I had to stop at a place after bank hours to get some money out or put some money in. So innovation, it's not entirely bad. It's just how it's being used, you know? Like, maybe this whole thing about restaurants using this kind of setup, maybe this could be just like, you know, a good thing. And I don't even know, it's so early tech. But for now, I have my skepticism. Like, the amount of like when we're talking about like a robot that prepares food, that's a pretty big, significant leap for like innovation, because you have to think about like getting the right ratio of food, warming this up, chilling this off, and then not to mention like the whole health food standards where like you don't want to cross this to this in a fridge. you know, like a, you know, you don't want to get people salmonella. There's a lot involved. So I wonder if this robot thing they're talking about is something where it's only going to make very basic stuff, but then the humans are still kind of involved in part of the matter. Because I really don't see how they replace the cooks. I really don't. That's a very high order thinking there. It was like, oh yeah, we can do it. It's called, you call it a Hylian task or something like that. You know, the guy who would climb up this, mountain ad infinitum for much of his life, pushing this boulder up this hill. That's what I kind of think of it as. It's like this task where it's like, oh yeah, it looks like it's possible, but it's very complex. Now, mind you, they've been doing this kind of thing for a while, replacing restaurant workers, long before COVID. Like, and not to get too political here, Washington State, they had this thing for 15 an hour, you know, law and stuff, where part-time jobs, I think, if I recall, have to abide by a minimum wage of 15 an hour. Now, a lot of businesses can't really afford that. It's a big problem, but they just passed it anyways. And so, what's starting to happen is certain restaurants, especially like McDonald's, as an example, they're starting to roll out these machines, and you guessed it, these very high areas like Washington State, where they just happened to pass that some time back. And so, it's not unheard of. Like right now, you've got McDonald's in the U.S. I don't know if it's all of them, but I think it's like many of them where they rolled out these machines to replace the a lot of the cashiers around the U.S., even smaller towns and stuff like that. I've noticed. Of course, I haven't stepped foot in a McDonald's in years, but now we got this thing where it's like, because of the short staff issue and everything else. Okay, we didn't get a guppy, did we? No.
Infested.
Might as well take it here now that we got that. But now there's this issue where it's like short-staffed, and it's been going on across the country. And I think because of that, and with the COVID stuff on top of it, because, you know, these lockdowns, these, you know, restrictions and everything else that's going on, it created this environment where now that you created this thing on people to where you permanently, you know, affect society, that you have to be forced to innovate it. And there's like the stronger need. I'd say this is a stronger need more than ever to create these machines to replace people, employees, in these jobs that they don't want to work for those wages. There's more of a demand for building and replacing people. I'm not saying that in the sense of like Terminator thing, where it's like we're gonna kill people and replace them with machines, because, you know, it'd be the humans who are gonna be, you know, fixing the machines. You can't just kill all the humans and then be like, oh yeah, we're done. Unless you kill select few humans. That thing again. Yeah, I went to my shop. I go check out the curse room. Machine bad. I might sound like something like Sarah Connor, where it's like, oh yeah, machines are gonna take over. I mean, they could, but I think we're so far gone with that happening. That's going to be probably a very long time, unless the military has something, which they probably do. They've got tech that's like 30 or 40 years ahead of ours. And what we're seeing in the news is just like very old stuff from decades ago. Came from someone who I knew was in the military that, not like a person to person, it was like a teacher or something talking about it. It's like we had these computers from the 90s that we kind of had in the 2000s and stuff. Really sophisticated ones. This just in, the military has developed a supersonic weapon that's even faster than the last one, which they actually had far longer than you suspected, and they probably have something so fast and so powerful that they're not going to reveal it to you that they have right now. Stay tuned for more. Anyways, want to go along with this? Like, they probably have some stuff similar to the military hiding with amnesia. All right, fine. Similar to military, but then probably not like decades ahead. It's time that they're revealing. They probably have some stuff that's in prototype. Like it happens all the time, right? You got a product that it's being developed on is in prototype mode right now. That eventually it's going to roll out to beta testing, and then they'll put it as a product someday. It happens all the time. Like video games. Like, there's been, like, footage, for example, of Halo 4 Alpha being play tested or whatever. They had, like, play testing files. I don't know how they keep getting leaked, but I appreciate it. Appreciate it, bro. And, they're showing off what it looked like the old days of Halo 4 when they were developing it. Back in, like... See, when did it come out? I think it was 2012 when Halo 4 came out, didn't it? I think so, because 2015 or 2015, I think that's when Halo 5 came out, so it's probably from a build from like 2010 or something. Of course, that stuff's not supposed to get leaked, but whatever. I'm not here to tell you what you do and can't do. Just don't get caught. You want to show me the early stages of Halo Infinite and everything else, leak it all. I'm very curious. Because I think with Halo, and I've said a lot of stuff about Halo Infinite, of course, my opinions and roastings and everything. That I don't even know how I keep getting sucked into discussion with this, but like, honestly, when they were talking about long before the release that, oh yeah, we're gonna have, you know, a microtransaction system. Like, I played the beta. I remember playing the beta, and they were wanting people to test out the microtransaction system, so they give them like, you know, a handful of credits, and you can't buy it with anything with those credits, like getting additional credits and stuff. It's just what you have on hand, and then practice buying whatever's in the shop, right? So I did that. And like, they built that in the beta of the game, and they didn't have any kind of customization at all. But you see, it was created so early on to where it's like, You have to buy customization with your own money. It's the deal. They knew what they were doing. You might think, well, 343 is, they're learning their mistakes now, so they're trying to fix it. Well, they said that about Halo 4 and Halo 5 and Halo Master Chief Collection. Because how do you see? Let me ask you something. Hypothetical something to hypothetical someone out there in the whole world. You think, ooh, oh, wait a minute, there. Never mind. Though it could be useful here. You know what? I'm not gonna use the card. Let's face it. If a company like that creates a system in which you have to where like you get very limited customization options. And you have to buy them in the store, don't you think like that was done deliberately? A long time ago? Before beta came out? But they've been releasing some stuff, yeah. Well, the thing is, so the stuff that they've been offering for, you know, weekly challenges and stuff like that, a lot of it was just like rehashed emblems for like different, you know, Spartan customization options, of which it didn't really matter much. You see, they don't have like a whole supply of artistic created, you know, things, you know, they didn't have like too much stuff created for digital items for people to be earning. I mean, they did, but they didn't. So like, how do I put it in words? So how do I explain this? So can't use it. It's, man, I'm having like colossal words here for this. I mean, it wasn't designed to be, you know, open-minded for people to, you know, to get. And then it's like, oh, the battle pass, XP. You know, if you beat the battle pass, you know, you get some XP, right? They can carry over and get you more levels, you know, add Ifidum or something. Yeah. No, they didn't. Season 2 is coming out, though. We'll see what happens. Haha. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Season 2. I come out of the woodwork. I already did my Tenrai event like a long time ago. Finished it. I think the last Tenrai event came out, or the last time I was playing it came out before Elden Ring came out. So I was able to do it. Beforehand, and so I was able to get it all done and be like, oh yeah, look at that. And then they had like a couple of extra times or a few times. Hit me, see what I care. I want you to hit me. Damage. You think they're gonna make machines that replace musicians, artists, and da-da-da? No. I mean, they could try to some degree, but I mean, I guess I wouldn't say never, because they've been advancing in computer stuff in which I never, like, suspected that it would do. So it's possible, even with food industry, maybe, but I'm not trusting the machines. I see them what they did in the future.
The lovers.
I was there. I was there in the future.
Full health.
Reminds me of this, they had these series of YouTube videos. It was fairly, like, it was fairly popular, kind of popping up. I don't know why. But, like, actually, you know what? I think I know why. Because 1, it was controversial. 2, it was absurd. 3, it was just, like, just something out of left field. And it was, look at that. No more curses. And it was, people coming from the future. It's like, oh yeah, he's from the year 3080. Or something like that. Or, no, I should be like 3012 or something. It's like, you know, it's like 2012. 1,000 years from the future! Of course, all these people that they're showcasing and everything have all their faces blurred. Which could be like any freaking yoo-hoo that it's like, oh yeah, he's from the future. I verified it. I checked his Uber Eats in the future. Yeah, 3,000 something. And it's like, yeah, I'm from the future. And they're talking about, like, basically just some off the cuff weird stuff. And I can't remember everything, but like there was like a whole series of them they were doing. I would get recommended. I haven't been recommended that in years. Which they probably just had their channel shut down or something. What? That's too bad. I could have learned a lot from this stranger. I think some videos they don't explain. 'Cause I didn't watch a bunch of them. I just watched a few at the time. And it was like, a lot of them they'll explain how they got there. It's like, okay, you're here, now how are you gonna get back? Well, that's the funny part, you're not gonna know. Okay, go back in your little nut house. Haul him away! He escaped. Sorry, sir, you're not supposed to be interviewing this individual. He escaped from an insane asylum. I'm not crazy. I'm only from the year 3000. I think it's more, I don't think, well, I don't think all of them believe what they're saying. I say not all of them because there are people out there who fully believe that they're in this reality. And, I don't know, I can't really tell too easily with watching these videos if they believe in it or they're full of it. Okay, it's time to stop with your make-believe. To me, I feel like this is more in the lines of people lying to you and knowing that they're lying to you. Instead of, you know, interviewing at least some people that believe it. There's people that do believe it. I just think based on how this channel was set up at the time, I think it was meant to just pull wool over your eyes. That's the whole gimmick. Ah, nuclear war is gonna happen. What do you want us to do? Invest in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's here 1,000 years from now. Trust me. Dude, trust me. Actually, just kidding. It's not Bitcoin now. It's a different type of cryptocurrency that call this, and you should invest into it because it's got a hole in the future. Now, of course, back then there was only like very few cryptocurrencies, but there wasn't like as many of them being created out of the blue by influencers and everything else. Buy my NFT with the cryptocurrency that I created. I noticed too that they been getting like advertisements on certain websites about NFTs and stuff. Probably because I keep talking about it. And Google's like, oh yeah, we heard about your recommendation. Let me just give you recommendations of you invest in your new NFT and check out our new cryptocurrency. And I remember watching videos and like images and tweets. People talking about like these rug pulls. It's like, check this one out. I found this ad on Facebook. Oh, we'll take this, I guess. Found this ad on Facebook. And it was like some company. It's like, yeah, we made our own NFT, and it was the Murdoch NFT or something like that. Rupert Murdoch, which, if you don't know who that is, he was this... I think he was a billionaire, but then he was charged for, like... I don't know. I don't think it was money laundering, but it was something pretty serious. And, anyways, he got a lengthy sentence, and I don't know if he's dead or not. I don't know if he got out of prison or not. I don't know what all the specifics on that is. But the point is, he did some fraudulent stuff. And he was rich. And so somebody made a thing called the Murdoch coin. And they were advertising on Facebook. Okay, so that should be a red flag, right? And they're like advertising it on Facebook because like anybody can advertise on Facebook and do whatever, right? And so they had ads on Facebook. They had their own Twitter account and whatever else, right? And so they made their own cryptocurrency, which any freaking human being on this planet can do. And, at some point, they got enough people to be suckered in to buy a bunch of them. And then, you know what happened? They turned around and ran off with the money, deleted their page, got rid of their ads, everything. And these people are like perplexed. It's like, oh, what happened to the cryptocurrency? Da da da. Put some money in there. Da da. Rug pull. LOL. I mean, LOL as in like you shouldn't have just invested into a coin that has the word Murdoch in it. Who dat? I guess not too many people know who Murdoch is, but little Google search could help, I guess. If they wanted to. I don't know the specifics of some people, because like I think honestly, if you try to find a new get-rich-quick scheme, and you see stuff like this where it's like, oh yeah, look at that. Honey, they're selling NFTs that are shaped of McRibs. $20 in a single one of those, and there's only so many. There's only so many. You gotta go grab it. You gotta get it before anyone else get it. It's a limited time thing. See, it shows artificial scarcity, a limited time deal, FOMO, everything else. Like, it's being played like any other kind of product. You know, like the real McRib. Honey, we gotta go out and get some more McRibs before it goes away. Which I've had a McRib before. They're okay. You know, when I used to eat gluten. But they're... problem I have with it is too salty and they put way too much, like... barbecue sauce. And barbecue sauce. Chili's, baby breakfast. But yeah, it's just we stemmed from robots to all this stuff right now. How about that? But the innovation of robots could do a lot of good things in society. Potential good things. I mean, that's what they say about cell phones and social media. It's causing more harm than good. Now, I'm not trying to be a Ted Gunderson. Is that what his name was? The guy that did all this bad stuff and in the name of bad tech and everything coming out. I'm not being like this guy, okay? I'm not going to write a manifesto or anything weird. But or do anything weird. Don't you worry. But the thing is, I hear about this all the time. It's like, oh, this tech is gonna help with this, and you know, this X tech is gonna help with Y things, so that way people with Z condition can function. Or whatever. I hear that all the time, and it's like nothing comes out of it. Almost nothing comes out of it that's good. Depending on what it is and what industry, I guess. But like the medical industry is like, oh yeah, this advancement can help us with this and this and this, and it doesn't happen most of the time. You don't get it. Oh. I don't think Damocles is going to help me at this point. I'll definitely take the flight. Or would it? Too late now. Actually, you know what? I don't think it would. I think we're so far gone we can't get devil deals unless we get teleported. And the items that do drop down here, it's not going to be... give me dual items. At least not in likelihood it would. Oh God, he took the black pill, didn't he? Doom and gloom in society. I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna take this. That's gonna be more important. As I just used it up there, right there, as you can see. I've been fortunate enough to get Dark Bum to, like, help me out here. But a machine cooking for me, like, no. Too much risk. Like, if I didn't have, like, an allergy issue like that, like, yeah, I'll try it, but... I don't even know how that's going to work when they're doing, like, test stuff for that kind of thing in certain states. Like... Because you can't avoid people having allergies. I don't know where you have to go to test it out to be like, oh yeah, try it. They got me, like, darn determine whether they're not going to get sick from it. And maybe it's going to be like, I imagine it's just going to have a lot of human intervention. They just say like, oh yeah, there's a robotic cook. But they're testing it. So if they're testing it, it means that there is this thing where like, there's probably problems with it. That's why it's early stage tech, and it's probably going to be rolling out fairly soon if it becomes successful and more advanced. I imagine that's probably what the case is. But then that's like another thing you have to like clean up and everything and whatever else. And people are already short staffed as is, so then how do you compensate that? People don't want to be cooks, so you're gonna have someone there to just do sanitizing instead. I don't know. Listen, I'm not an innovative, like, expert or whatever. I mean, they talked about QR code speed like the way of the future, and it wasn't. I'm gonna save the strength card in case we get like a delirium or we're close to death. All right, no delirium. Wow, that was kind of a spicy subject, huh? And you know what? I woke up at some point during this run, so how about them apples? Anyways, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.